Alright, so welcome to Highstyle Sundays. Today we got Slikk Flock with us. What's going on, man?
I see what it is.
Not much.
Appreciate you having me out here.
Yes, sir. Alright, so for everybody that don't really know, you tell everybody where you from. You know.
I'm from Baltimore. Grew up over east, northeast Baltimore, and out the county. You feel me? So my face well known in all three different areas of Baltimore.
Do you claim one side? Because I know there's always that city county thing. So
yeah, I'm from East Baltimore.
East Baltimore, you claim East Baltimore.
Yeah.
Alright. So what's your since you say you're really from all over, but East Baltimore, what's your perception of Baltimore now compared to like when you were a kid?
It always was wild, you feel me? But like now it's just, it ain't no rules right now no more. So it's just like a wild, wild west type of shit going on now. But it was like that as a kid too. But I felt like the generation before us, they kind of like kept that away from us.
Right.
The best that they could, for real.
What was like, is there anything you wish that you had growing up as a kid that would make you different for you now?
I don't really regret nothing or wish, you feel me? I probably wish that I probably like would have like took certain things more serious growing up as a kid, like education and stuff like that, for real, because I wanted to play sports initially, you feel me? Like I wanted to hoop, so you can't hoop if your grades bad, you feel me? So yeah, things like that, for real.
Okay. You said you wanted to hoop. What high school did you go to?
I went to Parkville.
Parkville. Okay. Did you go to college?
Nah, I went to trade school though.
Trade school? Okay.
Yeah.
What happened with that? Is that still something you're still doing, or it was just?
No, it was. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I got locked up when I was 19, and my lawyer just was like, "Man, you better have a job or be in some type of school if you don't want to go to jail." And I enrolled in trade school. You feel me? And that's what it was, for real.
Alright. So when did the music start to come and play?
I always was into music. You feel me? But music probably came into play like at the high school. Like once you figure out, like, man, life hits you at the high school, for real, for real. So like, that's when music really came into the play. Like, cause I ain't really have nothing. You feel me, to do. Like I ain't know what direction I was going.
So you didn't have any aspirations after high school?
No.
Okay.
And that's when music came in, fell in my lap.
Okay. Was it the only option you had, or is it like the easiest way out for you?
No, I feel like that's the only, cause like I feel like everybody got a God-given talent, and I feel like that's mine.
So when exactly did you start rapping? What was your first, song?
We used to record in the closet.
Okay.
You feel me? In the basement, trap houses, all that. So like, I was.
What year was this?
Like 08, 09, you feel me? 09, yeah, 09.
Yeah. So obviously you're inspired a lot by music because you're still making music to this day. So is there a certain person that inspired you, or a moment that inspired you? What made it happen?
Started like, as far as like as a kid, you feel me? Like, I used to love the Hot Boys as a kid, you feel me? So like, Lil Wayne, that's my favorite rapper, you feel me? So as an artist, he one of the artists that like influenced me. Gucci, Jadakiss, Jay. There's a bunch of artists, you feel me? But like, they just the ones that probably stick out right now.
Okay. So I know your name Band Up Gang. That's your label name, correct?
Yeah.
So what does that mean to you, and like, how did you come up with that name?
Well, it's an acronym.
Okay.
BUG, the acronym. So if you listen, if just the acronym and say bug, you feel me? But if you break it down, it stands for band up gang. Like, that's what I'm about.
Okay.
Getting some money, you feel me? Like, that's all it's about, you feel me? I feel like with money, it could help a lot of things, you feel me? It don't help everything, but I feel like for the most part, any challenges come to you, money probably got to fix it, you feel me, for the most part.
Is there a specific challenge you can let us know, like, you faced and you had to and you overcame it now, but it was difficult for you back then? Throughout your music, or?
Yeah, music, because it'd be like, everybody think like you just gonna go viral just like that for real. So like, man, this music stuff expensive. I've been rapping like over 10 years. I ain't make a dime yet, you feel me? So I'm just doing this off of pure love, you feel me? Like, it's hard, you feel me? But I ain't complaining, I'm built for it.
So what type of impact do you want to leave in the music industry?
You know, you got two different type of artists, you feel me? You got the artists who chase hits and all that. Then you got the ones who chase the legacy. Like, I want a legacy. You feel me? Like, Tupac been dead since I was like 7, 8. Niggas still talking about Tupac to this day, you feel me? So I want to leave something behind as an artist. Like, I want to be a legend, all that. So,
do you feel like you're on the path right now to get there, or is there a lot more steps that you need to take?
Definitely a lot more steps, but I'm definitely on the path to get there too.
Okay. Is there anything specific you're looking to do in the future that you know is going to help you take it to the next level?
Just going hard. Like, it's the first time I really feel like as an artist, like, I really been going hard. Not to say that back then I ain't take it serious, but your work ethic, that's what's the difference for real. Like, my work ethic right now is putting me in position to do all that type of stuff we talking about.
Right. So, is there any artists, that really makes you feel like you want to work with them, like, especially in your hometown, Baltimore? Because I know a lot of these you have. I mean, I know you have Young Moose, you have your man Band Up Ski, but is there any other artists that you want to get in the mix with?
I love to work with Tech. You feel me? Like, I like
he's buzzing right now too.
I like Sleepy.
Okay.
You feel me? But like, if anybody, you know, take their craft serious and we bump past, you feel me, and you want to work and it's the right time, then I'm with it.
Is there anyone like you're working with now in Baltimore or anywhere that has helped you get to where you are today?
As far as artists?
Artists, engineers, producers, video men, anybody.
I ain't trying to sound like I'm probably like ungrateful or nothing, but honestly, I don't feel like nobody for real like helped me get to where I am right now. Honestly.
Right. And is that just based off your numbers, or just based off of where you want to be personally?
Based off of like a lot of things, like numbers, yeah, you can see that, and a bunch of other things. Like, ain't nobody really do nothing because I had situations and still in the same way. I mean, same position for real. So it's like, if you coming into somebody's life and helping them, and if they still in the same position they was in when you met them, what they do?
So what do you want people to know that makes you stand out and makes you sound different, and you know, from all the other Baltimore artists? Because you know, a lot of artists do copy each other, and your music is different. So what makes you stand out and be different and continue to rap? You said you've been doing over 10 years. So what is it?
You remember when you asked me what's the difference between Baltimore now and growing up for real?
Yeah.
Remember I said it was rules?
Yeah.
You feel me? It was like that in music too. Like, it was rules. So it's like, I still follow them rules. You feel me? Like, when I was growing up, couldn't be no copycat. You feel me? Like, your career was over with. Oh, he sound like Snoop. You feel me? Or whatever. So it's like, I still apply that. So, and then I'm telling my story. So, of course, it's going to be different from everybody.
Right. Okay. So, do you have like I know you work with a lot of people, but is there a favorite studio you go to out here in Baltimore? Favorite engineer you work with? Anybody?
My man Scotty.
Scotty, okay.
You feel me? Scotty Banks. That's one of my favorite engineers.
Okay. And I want to talk a little bit. I know besides the music, we're going to go back into the music a little bit. But I want to talk about your fashion. I know you got some clothing line. You got a shirt on right now. Your Band Up gang. So tell us a little bit about that. How you got started with it and everything.
Because as an artist, you got to be a brand.
Okay.
So you just got to follow the greats who did it before you. So I'm really doing the same thing that you might see Jay-Z do or whoever for real. So that's how my merch came about. BG Apparel. As you can see the shirt right here, custom shirt.
Yep. Is that something you making on your own or?
I got graphic designers that I get logos and stuff made by them for real. But everything else, I do. As far as the shirts and the material and all that, finding it, I do that myself.
So, comparing the fashion and music, which one do you like better, or do you think that you gotta do both? Or is it you rather just do one or the other?
You can't. In order for you to be successful, you gotta have more than one income for real.
Right.
So, music is number one. You feel me? Like that's my passion. That's my path. That's all of that. But other things I'm gonna do outside of that just to have different streams of income. And the clothes is one. You feel me? But music is number one regardless. No matter what else I do, it ain't coming in front of music.
Right. And going back into your music, on your interview with Spill Media, you talked about your album Trap Brothers and your favorite song was Prison. And you were saying how basically, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you're saying how basically you don't want, you're teaching kids like you don't really want to live that lifestyle.
Right.
So what would you do if there's something you could do for the youth of Baltimore now? Like what would it be to help them, like actually show them that they don't have to live that lifestyle?
People, they go off of what they see for real. So like, I don't think people got a problem with going to school and all that, but they don't see nobody really successful that go to school because it's people who go to college and come home and work in that Sam's Club.
Right.
You feel me? Now, if it was a lot of people that's shining and doing that, going to school, I think a lot of people would go to school. So it'd be the niggas you might see on your block, he got this and that for real. So they want that for real. It ain't the fact that niggas want to do that. Some niggas just want to take the easy route for real. But what I would tell them is, it's always going to lead you back to square one, you feel me? Like, every time. And then it's like, with music, they just make it like it's glamorous being in the streets when it's not. Like, you got to talk about that other side. I could talk about the other side because I seen the other side. Right. Even before I ever was in the streets, my whole family, like the generation before me is street niggas for real. Like, my father been shot, locked up. I got family members killed. All that. So it's like, I can talk about all that because I seen it. Then as far as me being in it, like that shit fuck up relationships, like with friends, family, all that, man. That shit real.
Would you tell them, like, somebody, like, say an upcoming artist that's still stuck in the streets and still doing what they're doing, would you suggest to them, like, is there a way you could suggest to them to leave that shit, leave it alone and move on to follow their music passion? Because, sometimes they need it for the money.
Yeah, so it's like, if you still active, then you feel me, you need to, like, really think about what you putting in your songs for real so you won't be incriminating yourself. Right. I see that, but, like, I can't tell him, man, you feel me, because the nigga going to do what he want to do at the end of the day. But you better have an exit plan, for real, because once you really get into the music, like, don't think you can do both. You feel me? Like, you can be a street nigga turn rapper. You can't be no rapper turn street nigga.
Right. Is there any, like, I know we talked about your aspirations, but where you want to take this in like the next 5 years, your whole music career, your fashion, where do you see it going?
I definitely want to be a household name.
Okay.
Like, I want to bring back a lot of stuff to Baltimore, like shine that light on Baltimore, because there's a lot of talented artists here, you feel me, that I feel like the world need to see, for real. Like, you done had people pop from all these other different places, major cities, but like, why not here? You feel what I'm saying? So like, really, I want to be like a Baltimore Gucci, as far as like how Gucci done helped a lot of artists get on. I want to do that. You feel me?
Right, like an A&R.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm gonna have my own label. I'm gonna put artists on, and the artists I put on, it's going, because I got criteria for real. So when I get to that point,
why do you feel like what makes you? And I do somewhat agree with you, but why do you feel like Baltimore doesn't get the shine that it deserves?
Because I feel like some artists, they just try to like make music for Baltimore instead of making music for Baltimore and the rest of the world. You feel me? Like, because Baltimore ain't gonna make you rich. Like, Baltimore is just a stepping stone. You feel me? Like, we gonna make you popping, but all right, go to New York or something. Go to LA. Go to Atlanta. You feel me? Like, you should want fans in Washington. You should want fans in Texas or fucking Paris, wherever. You feel me? Like, don't just put yourself in no box, for real. Like, there's other people that's gonna rock with you too. So I think that's the problem. And like, some don't like to travel.
Right. Okay.
And some niggas just want the city fame, for real.
Okay.
I don't.
Right. So you also you've opened up for YBS Scholar. Let me see. You did open up for Lil Durk in Pittsburgh, right? And you've done shows out DC, and you've done shows all over Baltimore. So
in Atlanta too.
And Atlanta too. Anywhere else I'm missing? That
no, that's probably
okay. So taking all of that, what can you tell a young artist that's trying to get his shows up, trying to stay consistent, be able to be booked, and get take it to the next level?
You gotta start from somewhere, for real. Like even if you're a talented artist, don't think that you ain't gotta do no open mic. You feel me? Like, I done did open mic. I done performed with 2 people in the crowd. You feel me? It's just, that's you practicing right there. Just look at that as practicing, for real. So when you get to the 20,000 worth fans in the crowd and all that, them people, you performing in front of 2 people, that's you practicing. Just like an NBA player when he in the gym shooting 300 jump shots a day. When he in the game, it's repetition.
Okay.
You feel me?
Is there any favorite artists of yours that you like working with, or anybody?
Favorite artists?
Yeah.
That I work with?
Yeah.
I can't say, because it's like I just work with like in-house people. Like, I do want to work with people outside, but it just be a lot of fuckery.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, be a lot. Like, so it's like I do want to work with other artists, but it just be having too much.
You have a favorite feature right now or anything that you've had?
I can't say I did.
Okay. That's understandable. Okay. So where any last words of praise or anything you can help like any artist, because like you've been in the game for a minute, so they should actually look up, try to see how you stayed in it so long. So any words you can tell them to help them stay committed to what they're doing?
Don't give up.
Right.
That's the best thing. Like, if you see your vision, you feel me? No matter if nobody else see it, if you see it, you can do it, for real. Like, don't give up. Like, just look at me, for example. Like, so many people have told me to go do something else, but I know my vision.
Right.
You feel me? So don't give up, man.
You got any projects coming up?
Definitely.
Okay. You want to let us know anything?
Just be on the lookout, man. You feel me?
All right.
I got a couple projects coming, singles dropping and all that, so.
All right. Appreciate you coming out. We got Band Up Gang Slikk Flock in the building. Appreciate you. It's Highstyle Sundays.
I appreciate you for having me. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Bring that slick shit through.
Yes, sir.
I've been betrayed, played, and slayed. There was some times that I was afraid of the laws, ducking them cars, tucking that work under my bars, risking it all, no matter the cause, copping it soft, turning it hard, living like sushi. Nigga, we raw, was born in the trap, bitch, I'm a star. Yeah, that girl in the pot, I'm whipping it. That boy in the table, I'm sipping it. You call it hot lines, you tipping it. Was rookie, now I'm a veteran. Money don't make